When you turn on your truck, the spreader controls will power up, initialize, and perform a self-test. Upon completion, the model number and the current date and time will be displayed. To clear this message, press the center button. Here, we are looking at the control panel in the main menu of the spreader. From this menu, we can find out how much material we have spread, put the spreader into unload, or select the material that we want to spread. To select the material you want, press this button, turn the dial until you get to the correct material, and press it again to select. You can see here we have selected sand, which is spread at 570 kilograms per kilometer. To go back to salt, we press the button again, spin the dial until we get to salt, and press it again to select. As you can see, it is now changed to salt, which is spread at 130 kilograms per kilometer. To put the unit into unload, which will help you unload your hopper at a much faster speed, press this button. As you can see, the menu has changed and displays material unload 100% and UNLD-M in capital letters. At this point, you push this button to turn your spreader on, and you can then turn the spinner up to 5 or 6, which will give you a wider spread on your spinner and unload material at a much faster rate. When you are done, turn the spreader off, take it out of unload by pressing this button again, and make sure that you turn your spinner back down to 3. During each round, we have to record how much material we have spread. To do that, we're going to need to get some totals out of the spreader. To get that information, press the data button and spin the dial until you get to the material that you want, such as salt season totals. In order to view what's there, press the center button to view the total. You will need to record this number somewhere for later use. To get back to the main menu, just press the first button again, and it will take you right back. At the end of your round, you will need to go and get the total again. Press data, turn the dial if you are not on salt season totals, and press view. This number will have changed. Let's say, for example, it's now 12,296. That means during your round, you have spread 2,000 kilograms of salt. You will need to record this in tons on your beat sheet. To get back from kilograms to tons, you need to divide by 1,000, or you can simply put a decimal number after the first digit. So 2,000 kilograms would be 2 tons. You will need to record that on your beat sheet. To back up again, you push this button twice, and you are back to the main menu. There is another way that you can record your totals for each round. To do that, you need to press the data button. You need to spin the dial till you get to clear current totals. And you press yes. That will clear the current totals for sand and salt. Then you can simply spin the dial again, until you find the material current totals. You can simply press view and then spin the dial until you get to kilograms. And as you can see, it shows 0. At the end of your round, this number will have changed. Say, for example, you have spread 3,500 kilograms of salt. It will show 3,500 kilograms. You will then be able to record this total as 3.5 tons or 3.5 tons on your beat sheet. If you want to do it this way, you will need to make sure that you clear the current totals at the beginning of each round. Press this button Again, to back up to the main menu. When you begin your round, you want to make sure of a couple of things. You want to make sure that you have the correct material selected, that your spinner is set to 3, that your spreader is set to 3. When you want to spread material, simply press the spreader button. As you're driving, you will see that this number will change and climb somewhere around between 125 and 130, or 565 and 570 when you're spreading sand. This means that your spinner is spinning and spreading material. When you are done or want to stop spreading material, simply press the spreader button. This will turn your spreader off and material will stop being spread. To unload material, you will want to back into the correct dome. Press this button. The menu will change, as you can see, and will show material unloaded 100% and UNLD-M in capital letters. At this point, you can turn your spreader on and turn your spinner up to 5 or 6. Turning the spinner up will give you a wider spread and get rid of more material, making the whole process faster. When you are done, turn the spreader off, take it out of unload, and be sure to turn your spinner back down to 3. This concludes our spreader tutorials.